From Turning Stone Resort in upstate New York, this is Poker Night in America. Welcome to Poker Night in America. I'm your host, Chris Hansen. Well, I can hardly believe it, but this is the last episode of our first season. It seems appropriate that we end our first season right where it began at Turning Stone Resort in Verona, New York, to show you more of the cash game that put us on the map. In addition, we'll wrap up our four-part exclusive interview with poker legend Doyle Brunson, and we'll give you a sneak peek of what's in store for season 2. We got a lot to show you tonight, so let's get to the fellas.
Do y'all know what these are?
My guess is lighting money on fire.
Yes.
Absolutely.
This is.
No, how much it costs on this? 600 it costs?
You gotta be. Listen, don't y'all understand?
Is this real
Y'all
gold?
put all this money at the table, but y'all don't spend money on yourself to look
600.
good. You gotta look good.
Because some people need to work real hard to look good. Some of us just look good by default. If I made myself look better, it wouldn't be fair to the rest of the males out there. It's like,
Listen, if y'all gonna have
I'm
people,
trying to spot the field to make
if
it
people
even.
gonna watch y'all on TV, y'all gotta look good while they watching y'all.
Poker Night in America, brought to you by 888 Poker, where the world plays online.
Do you always rock your rings?
No.
Just when you play poker?
Yeah.
I never worn mine.
I make playing poker look good. I'm gonna inspire everybody to look good when they play poker.
David clearly agrees.
You got a re-raise from Lane Flack to 500
David
with
naturally
Ace
a pretty
Jack.
boy. I gotta try to be a pretty boy. I gotta work hard. I gotta go to the gym.
Both Phil Locke and Sean Buchanan call. Flop is deuce 7-5, set of sevens for Sean Buchanan. Sean Buchanan's got to be loving this. A bet from 900 by Lane Flack, and then Phil Locke calls, and a re-raise to 2,400.
It's easy to do. You know I'll make big laydowns.
See, now I keep forgetting your name. What is it?
Sean.
What's the other name? What's the name they call you?
It's a betting pattern, John.
You gotta have some swag when you playing poker. What kind of hat is that?
Puma.
Your hair look better.
You gotta
than
like
the
my
hat,
shirt
man.
though, if you read the back.
What's the back
For a
of it?
fat guy, it's a great shirt.
You gotta have swag, man. You knew you was gonna be on TV
I'm
today,
winning, yeah.
man. You gotta have swag. My man Phil, he got swag. He's swagged out.
I was playing blind a lot.
What was this draft you guys
Will
did?
Fiala raises Queen
wasn't
Jack of diamonds.
What was it based on? Is it just a side bet or?
It was just a way to determine. There was obviously 2 tables, 2 starting days. It was just a way to determine who played with
okay.
who. So it just.
So it was a reverse draft.
Yeah, it
You're drafting
wasn't.
the
It wasn't like I want
players you think are going to be good for your game.
Yeah, or who you thought may be good for TV, or who you may think is a bad player.
So, somebody's getting cracked right now.
Getting drafted
Some
first.
kind of equity.
4-3 deuce.
I was
I went first
I
round
was the
draft.
second
What's
one.
that say?
Says, I don't know.
The sucker?
No, you're Lane Flack though. Like,
Turns another
it's,
three
it's
after
correct for you
everyone
guys
checked.
and Mikey and all these people to be in the game.
Here comes Travell Thomas. Travell's king high is good enough for best hand right now. And David Williams says, I got your best hand right here.
Unfortunately for him, he's the only one I beat.
True. He got it all. I was up 12, now he's got it.
He gave you 11,000 earlier in the game.
I gave it.
Ain't that good? Let me make sure what I got here.
You're such a donkey.
In the battle of small blind versus big blind, this time advantage David Williams. And ship the
That good?
$4,100 pot.
You wanna see my shirt?
Let me see. Raise the stakes.
For a chubby guy, it's good, right?
Nah, you're a little more than chubby.
That was so rough.
Now listen,
What'd you say?
I'm a personal trainer. I'll train you.
Really? He's like, for a chubby guy, this is a good shirt. He's
I'm a
like,
perfect
"You're a little more
specimen,
than
man.
chubby."
You gotta admit I'm a perfect specimen, dude. Seriously, dude. I
can't say that.
Seriously, dude.
Text move?
Get a look at me, dude.
Almighty, you got a shovel,
Perfect
man.
specimen.
You got a shovel full of. That's
And
what
you
you got.
definitely got a
Perfect specimen.
I think I'm God's favorite
Yeah.
son. I'm not lying.
You got a very narrow range
Swear to
of.
God.
I believe you believe
I
it.
think God like me better than he like all of y'all. I'm almost positive he
Nick
does.
Brancato raises to
I
150
believe you
with
believe
King
it. I'm
Jack.
telling you.
It's quite possible you just never have seen perfect, so you believe it.
Hold on.
Nut hugger alert. Nut hugger alert.
Do y'all know what
Mickey
kind of belt this is?
No.
Yeah, man, y'all gotta learn swag, man.
I'm just score half.
Y'all know what a Finley belt is?
It looks like an 8.
Y'all know what Gazelle. Here, put on these shades, man. Make you look real.
Hang on,
make you look much
I'm in a
better.
hand.
Might
gotta
get
wear 'em.
arrested.
Put on them shades, man. Look how cool you looking, those, man. Those are Gazelles.
It's not the shades. See, your perspective is just skewed.
These are Gazelles, man.
All right, how much prettier do I look?
Well, the fact that it only covers up about
Get away with
the
it.
fact that it covers up about
you need a
26%
lot
of
of
your
help,
face.
Nicky, they didn't arrest you just for walking down the street with us.
Why he can get away with it?
Back to Nick.
8?
You know how famous this guy is, right?
I watched him yesterday bluff a lot. He won with pocket 8s a few times.
And he folds.
Oh, he was watching you online, yeah.
I watched it. I stalked everybody's life before I play.
And I've seen David.
David calls, so we'll see a flop, and here it comes. It's 4 ace 5 rainbow.
Every time I fold 2 aces. Sick.
1250.
1250 bet from lock.
4,000.
Raise 4,000.
And a raise to 4,000.
I might have a pair.
4,000.
Nice.
Straight move.
Wow, we'll get Phil Locke to fold his
straight move is
queens, and a big play
Jack
from
high,
David
though.
Williams.
I could theoretically win 6-7.
Jack high's usually good against me.
More poker from Turning Stone when we come back on Poker Night in America.
Poker Night in America is being brought to you by 888poker.com, where the world plays online.
$5,000 minimum buy-in tonight, and blinds are 25 and 50. A lot of players playing with the optional $100 straddle. And Poker Night in America brought to you by 888 Poker, where the world plays online. Tonight playing at Turning Stone in upstate New York.
It's on you, David.
I played a few.
Is that a straddle?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Hemorrhoid.
What's your name
Hemorrhoid.
again?
Hemorrhoid. He's got 6 bracelets. You
I
think he's
know.
ever played in
I'm
the tournament?
bad with names. Let me stalk his life real quick. Hold on.
You're not gonna find anything you want to read.
Look up police reports.
I'm gonna stalk this guy's life real quick.
You're gonna go claim all this swag for TV,
I'm about to Google my boy.
and then you're about to pull your phone out
I'm about to Google
and
my
just
man.
be on your phone.
What's your first name?
L.A.
L-A-Y.
You gotta be kidding.
Last name Locke? Oh, that's his last name.
F-L-A-C-K.
This has to be a level. I call.
850.
Man, you don't look like this. You're not a bad looking guy in this picture. This your brother?
That's me.
Man, you okay looking. You got a girlfriend?
Perfect specimen, my kid.
Man, you the second perfect specimen at the table.
Players, please take your
David checks.
on the blue deck, please. The blinds are 400, 800 with a 75.
You seem to be really into the evaluating of dudes. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Just an
You
observation.
better question it.
Just an observation.
A self-confident dude don't mind giving another guy a compliment.
I don't mind
That's why
complimenting
you haven't
anybody.
given me a compliment yet.
I don't mind complimenting anybody. I mean,
That's
it's hard.
That's the
I mean, you
Jersey
gotta
in
give me
him.
something to work with.
Man, this make mine look really not good.
You're amongst greatness. Act accordingly.
This is making mine look really not
45.
good.
And a raise to 4,500. He would hate to have to fold his straight here, but there are a couple of different ways he could be beat.
I got more cashes than you this year. I'm 20th in the world in cashes. At least I can cash, but I can't get first. That's pretty good. I think I got more
And
cashes.
those monsters under the bed are enough to get him to fold.
The worst evaluator of tournament
Worst
success.
ever.
Gotta wait.
And the money finishes does not correlate with tournament
There's one.
success.
David Williams shows the 4 of hearts, still not letting Bucky off the ledge. That's not very nice.
Wow, you did have 2 4s too.
I did.
Puppy.
Let somebody tell you.
But you didn't have anything.
What, 4s?
You didn't have anything, though.
He had ace king.
Yeah, you didn't have a
I
pair
saw
either.
him.
If you had a,
I did.
don't raise my blind.
Well, you showed me kind of.
Buchanan makes it 150 with Queen Jack. Lane Flack is involved. Ellie Lesra is getting involved. Travell Thomas will call.
Really shouldn't be in this hand. So if I crack y'all, I apologize later. I was pot committed.
Just
9-10 deuce is the flop.
stealing the Phil lock, apologizing in advance, or the Antonio. I'm not sure who's responsible, but it's definitely stolen.
I go anywhere.
Everyone checks, turns an 8, and that gives Buchanan the straight. 2 straights in a row for Bucky. Something tells me this one's not going to get folded on the river.
14, 50.
Shay's not giving me good luck. And I believe in luck.
Top pair, top kicker for Ellie. And Lesra makes the call.
It's gonna be sad when I'm on. It's gonna be sad.
That check line?
So the river pairs the board.
I know, how'd that happen like that?
And 3,000's to bet from Buchanan.
I'm gonna take y'all to the mall afterwards, man. We should all go to the mall. Then you get your Yankee bag, you get your Yankee hat.
Oh my God, you're a Yankee fan from New York?
I can get your Yankee debit
You
card.
better be from New York right now.
I live here in Buffalo.
All right.
I walked here.
There. It's like fake New York.
It's like the middle of nowhere. It's not the fake New York, Buffalo, New York.
Yeah, outside the 5 boroughs, it might as well be Idaho.
We got the Bills. We got the best team in the NFL.
Oh my God.
You barely have a player that should be in the NFL.
That's more like it.
That was a good one. Super Mario, 800,000 for a wedding ring.
You have the Jack Queen, I know that, right? You have it, you got a free card, you hit it.
You know what Bills stand for, right? Boy, I love losing Super Bowls.
That's good.
I made that up. You got to show. We're going to see it anyway. Show the top card.
Show it 3.
Show 1.
More cash flying around the table when we come back to Turning Stone on Poker Night in America. Closed captioning is brought to you as a public service by Poker Night in America. Welcome back to Poker Night in America. I'm your host, Chris Hansen, and these are some of the best cash game players in the world.
I bet you 200 a Jack 7 or a deuce come on the flop.
You're from Buffalo. How far back before you guys did these props just come to you, or?
No, it came to me yesterday.
Yeah, you just now heard of them, huh?
We don't get rap. We don't get rap music till 2 years after everybody.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna give you 3 hands.
That prop has
and you
been
can
out
pick
for
which
20
one
years.
first.
You guys just now got it here, huh?
We just now got it. Where you from? Where you live at?
Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Roland Israelishvili will play his first hand of the night.
I call that bluff.
Keeping stickers on hats is definitely swag-tastic.
I'm gonna take it back when I don't want it no more.
David Williams, going to see who's really got something or who's just pretending. Makes it 1150 with ace jack of diamonds.
Why are you so quiet, Phil?
Will Fiala's got something. He's got ace king. He will call.
After y'all paid 200 for him to stay, he ain't played a hand.
I paid 200 to lose another 2,000 from that point.
You're on dialysis?
I think there's probably not a player in the world that tracks their losses better than Phil Lock.
I like to know what's going on.
And so ace jack will take on ace king with David Williams and Will Fiala. With Will the Thrill ahead. The flop is 8 ace queen.
36.
A raise to 3,600 by Will and a call from David. $10,000 now in this pot. Here comes the turn. Oh, it's a jack. And now Williams takes the lead with two pair aces over jacks.
How much are you playing? Is that like 8? I don't know what it is. 9,000?
86.
I check.
And they're both checking.
Check, check.
So here comes the river. It's another 8. Let's see how much money David Williams can extract here.
Call.
4K was the bet, and Will Fiella will call. And that is our biggest hand of the night, an $18,000 pot, going the way of David Williams. Yeah, when you lose ace king versus ace jack, that could tilt you up.
Yeah, a friend of, I thought they were going to put it back up after.
Straddle, right?
Is this your second hand? Who just won the hand?
Oh, sorry.
You won the first hand, didn't you?
That was the last dealer, because I gave him a quarter on the way out, too, and said, take another one.
Lane raises to 325.
325.
I gave him one from the, you gave me black chips.
I think David Williams has played every hand here tonight on Poker Night in America. He wants to play Queen 8 of spades. Phil Locke's going to make it expensive. 1575 is the raise.
I think it's 15,000.
Owen.
Too much swag for the stream to handle.
Who does that? No, seriously.
The 8 of spades, what was the other card?
Wait.
You all in?
You should never show it because nobody has it.
We saw both.
He's already all in, though. There was no decision to be made but you.
You're right.
46 and a quarter.
True.
He knew, too.
Good move.
Was that card
I like
quick?
that
That was
move.
quick.
He knew.
Well, I mean, if I have an ace queen or something, it would affect me. You know?
Not much affects you. I think you'll be fine. I showed you aces and you suck it in with king 5. I don't think a lot affects
How
you.
much more would it be? Three something?
Yeah, it's 3,000 more probably.
You read my text?
No.
Yes, you are.
Just over $3,000 for Phil to call.
But I was actually trying to look at Lane and I saw him pissed.
I'm a little lighter this time, but I still think it's okay.
You're all right.
I might have ace queen or something.
Give me 4 to 1 odds. I'll take this.
I hated that the queen turns over.
100.
You would have never seen the queen if you didn't ask.
All right, here comes the flop. It is 3-6 king.
A 10 of spades would be actually a really good
Queen
card.
eight of spades.
Yeah, it would be a great
Yeah.
card. Have him join the 2 out.
If you didn't raise, you get some action.
Turns a queen.
Now you get to get it all in with me at this point if you didn't raise. Because I would have saw the flop, I would have checked, called, and then a turn.
And the river.
Boom, and then you
There's
can
a 4, and that will do it for Lane Flack.
There's only like 10 minutes left.
Poker Night in America is being brought to you by 888poker.com, where the world plays online.
And now to finish off season 1 of Poker Night in America, we conclude our interview with Doyle Brunson.
I believe you just celebrated your big 81st birthday, right? Yeah. That was last month. And you're still going strong, and you've just totally got it, and you still can play poker, obviously. How much longer, do you think, they always ask this question, how much longer can you go? But, I mean, could you play another 10 years? You think that's possible?
If I can get to the table, I can play, yeah. I don't know, it's kind of built into me now. I can kind of put it on cruise control. I know that everybody tells me I'm a freak of nature, and being able to do that, and they're right. I understand, because most poker players start losing their capabilities when they're about 50, to tell you the truth. So to see somebody up in their 70s and 80s that can still play, it's pretty unusual, you know. And people say, well, do you play as good as you used to? No, I don't, but I can count. I know when I win and when I lose, and if I can still win it at the biggest levels that I play at. That's the mark of a poker player. If I ever get to where that I can't beat the best players, then maybe I'll drop down and play at a lower level. I don't know.
What do you want to be remembered for most when that time comes? Where would you like people to say, you know, a generation from now when they look back on who Doyle Brunson was?
I think maybe just the longevity of my career. It's going to come down to who's the greatest player of all time and so forth, and I guess probably I will be included in a conversation. But I think that probably nobody will ever play as long as I have at the highest limit that they could play at. Since I was 25, I guess, I played at the biggest game that I could find, wherever it was and whatever it was. And I think that most people don't have the real love for poker that I have. I mean, I play because I love to play. I mean, I enjoy the challenge. I think that's the reason that as long as I can get to the table and win, I'll play till I die.
Let me just say, getting through our first season has been an amazing, surreal experience, and we here at Poker Night would like to thank the friends that we've made, say goodbye to the friends that we've lost, and say thanks to the viewers who have made it all possible. And the best part is, Season 2 is going to be even better. Don't take my word for it. Here's a sneak peek.
Hi, if you think your family is bad, stay tuned for Poker Night in America. Squabbling, violence, bad behavior, you'll love it.
Oh, that's perfect. Just hold that up right there.
That actually is big enough.
That will fit in.
That's perfect.
Yes, large arc. Yes, control. Yes. I watched 7 people do it. I learned all the techniques.
I'm doing my homework.
I'm out. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong guy. Shot the cameraman.
The thing is, as part of the needle, is I never actually fully take responsibility, even though I am responsible for just about everything. I'm always trying to deflect it to somebody else.
I mean, really, you guys shouldn't do this to me after I take those kind of beats. Wait till I'm up like 40 or 50,000, and they're putting it all in with small pairs, and I just show them who I am.
I had more fun here than I've had playing anything. I'm so sorry, WPT.
It's got everything you want. It's got high-level poker, great relaxed atmosphere, you know, people are being funny, joking around. I mean, what more could you ask for in a poker show?
From Turning Stone Resort in upstate New York, this is Poker Night in America. Welcome to Poker Night in America. I'm your host, Chris Hansen. Well, I can hardly believe it, but this is the last episode of our first season. It seems appropriate that we end our first season right where it began at Turning Stone Resort in Verona, New York, to show you more of the cash game that put us on the map. In addition, we'll wrap up our 4-part exclusive interview with poker legend Doyle Brunson, and we'll give you a sneak peek of what's in store for Season 2. We've got a lot to show you tonight, so let's get to the fellas.
Do y'all know what these are?
My guess is lighting money on fire.
Yes.
Absolutely.
This is.
No, how much it costs, honest? 600 it costs?
You gotta be. Listen, don't y'all understand?
Is this real
Y'all
gold?
put all this money at the table, but y'all don't spend money on yourself to look good. You gotta look good.
Because some people need to work real hard to look good. Some of us just look good by default. If I made myself look better, it wouldn't be fair to the rest of the males out there. It's like,
listen, if y'all gonna have people,
I'm trying to spot the field to make
if
it
people
even.
gonna watch y'all on TV, y'all gotta look good while they watching y'all.
Poker Night in America, brought to you by 888 Poker, where the world plays online.
Do you always rock your rings?
No.
Just when you play poker?
Yeah.
I never worn mine.
I make playing poker look good. I'm gonna inspire everybody to look good when they play poker.
David clearly agrees.
Get a re-raise from Lane Flack to 500
David
with
naturally
Ace
a pretty
Jack.
boy. I gotta try to be a pretty boy. I gotta work. I gotta go to the gym.
Both Phil Locke and Sean Buchanan call. Flop is deuce 7-5. Set of sevens for Sean Buchanan. Sean Buchanan's got to be loving this. A bet from 900 by Lane Flack, and then Phil Locke calls, and a re-raise to 2,400.
It's easy to do. You know I'll make big laydowns.
See, now I keep forgetting your name. What is it?
Sean.
What's the other name? What's the name they call you?
It's a betting
Bucky?
pattern, Joe.
You gotta have some swag when you playing poker. What kind of hat is that?
Puma.
Your hair look better.
You gotta
than
like
the
my
hat,
shirt
man.
though. If you read the back.
What's the back
For
of
a
it?
fat guy, it's a great shirt.
You gotta have swag, man. You knew you was gonna be on TV
I'm
today,
winning, yeah.
man. You gotta have swag.
I was gonna say, if you were losing in this game, you might
My man Phil, he got swag. He's swagged out.
I was playing blind a lot.
What was this draft you guys
Will
did?
Fiala raises Queen Jack of diamonds.
What was it based on? Is it just a side bet or?
It was just a way to determine. There was obviously 2 tables, 2 starting days. It was just a way to determine who played with who. So just
so it was a reverse draft.
Yeah, it wasn't like I want
players you think are going to be good for your game.
Yeah, or who you thought may be good for TV, or who you may think is a bad player.
Somebody's getting cracked right now.
Getting drafted
Some
first.
kind of equity.
4-3 deuce.
I was
I went first
I
round
was the
draft.
second
What's
one.
that say?
Says, I don't know. You're
The sucker?
No, you're plain flack though. Like
Turns another
it's,
three
it's
after
correct for you
everyone
guys
checked.
and Mikey and all these people to be in the game.
Here comes Travell Thomas. Travell's king high is good enough for best hand right now. And David Williams says, that's your best hand right here.
Unfortunately for him, he's the only one I beat.
True. He got it all. I was up 12, now he's got it. That's fine.
He gave you 11,000 earlier in the game.
I gave it
Hey, that good? Let me make sure what I got here.
You're such a donkey.
In the battle of small blind versus big blind, this time advantage David Williams. And ship the
That good?
$4,100 pot.
You want to see my shirt?
Let me see. Raise the stakes.
For a chubby guy, it's good, right?
You're a little more than chubby.
What? That was so rough.
Now listen,
What'd you say?
I'm a personal trainer. I'll train you.
Really?
He's like, for a chubby guy, this is a good shirt. He's
I'm a
like,
perfect
"You're a little more
specimen,
than
man.
chubby."
You gotta admit I'm a perfect specimen, dude. Seriously, dude.
I can't say that.
Seriously,
his
dude.
pecs move?
Get a look at me, dude.
Almighty, you got a shovel,
Perfect
man.
specimen.
You got a shovel full of. That's
And
what
you
you got.
definitely got a
Perfect specimen.
I think I'm God's favorite son. I'm not lying.
You got a very narrow range of.
Swear to God.
I believe you believe
I
it.
think God like me better than he like all of y'all. I'm almost positive he
Nick
does.
Brancato raises to
I
150
believe you
with
believe
King
it.
Jack.
It's quite possible you just never have seen perfect, so you believe it.
Hold on.
Nut hugger alert! Nut hugger alert!
Do y'all know what
Mickey
kind of
raised.
y'all know what kind of belt this is?
No.
Yeah, man, y'all gotta learn swag, man.
I'm just score out.
Y'all know what a Finley belt is?
It looks like an 8.
Y'all know what Gazelle. Here, put on these shades, man. Make you look real.
Hang on,
make you look much
I'm in a
better.
hand.
I might
gotta
get
wear 'em.
arrested.
Put on them shades, man. Look how cool you looking, those man. Those are Gazelles.
It's not the shades. See, your perspective is just skewed.
These are Gazelles, man.
All right, how much prettier do I look?
Well, the
Yeah,
fact that it only
you're
covers up
supposed to
about
clean these.
the fact that it covers up about
You need a
26%
lot
of
of
your
help, man.
face.
Nicky, they didn't arrest you just for walking down the street with us.
Why he can get away with it?
Back to Nick.
8?
You know how famous this guy is, right?
I watched him yesterday bluff a lot. He won with pocket 8s a few times.
And he folds.
Oh, he was watching you online, yeah.
I watched it. I stalked everybody's life before he play.
And I've seen David.
David calls, so we'll see a flop, and here it comes. It's 4 ace 5 rainbow.
Every time I fold 2 aces. Sick.
1250.
1250 bet from lock.
4,000.